Welcome back to my channel, Loving Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today I've brought you around to the east coast of the island. We're come to check out Cala D'or, so without further ado, let's get on with the walk. I've started off by coming down the beach because it's probably the most well-known place, isn't it, the beach? Everybody comes down here for a little swim, and I just can't believe how busy the beach is today, with people in the sea having a swim, just having a picnic and a little sunbathe. Well, as you can see here, it's a beautiful day. The weather's in its mid to late 20s. The sun's out, got a beautiful clear blue sky, and the water is just absolutely amazing. So beautiful and warm. Do you know, we've got such a lot to talk about today, from the green light to being able to do away with face masks at the end of the week. It really is getting exciting now, isn't it? And even down at this beach here, we've got the blue mat for wheelchair access to the beach. So we've got what we've wanted for a long time now, then, haven't we? The green light. I'm just keeping my fingers, toes and everything else crossed that this will encourage everybody back to the island to have a look at it in all its glory. Doesn't the sea really look inviting? It looks absolutely beautiful, that does, really does, doesn't it? We are so lucky on this island to have all these little different coves, especially around the east part where we're filming today. So as I said, we are now officially in the green light, which obviously does still mean we need tests. You'll need a test before you leave the island. I found them for about €30 in most places. And then when you get back to Britain, I do believe on the day 2, you will need another test. But this is a very small price to pay for the amount of people that are just waiting to come out on holidays. So there's plenty of places for ice creams, a meal, a cafe, book excursions, or buy inflatables here. It's a beautiful little beach, really lovely. So let's go and see what else we can find then. I haven't got any plans at all for today's walk. Just going to really follow my nose and see where we end up. So just up from the beach now. As you can see, I've parked the car in that direction, up that hill. It was quite a tight area to find a parking spot today, seeing it's such a lovely day. So just going to take a little walk up this hill now and go and have a look at some of the shops and restaurants. So if it wasn't good enough news about the green cart, also at the end of the week, we've got the masks to be removed, haven't we? They still have to wear them in shops, restaurants and that sort of thing, but like just walking around here, for instance, well, you won't have to wear your mask. So that'll make a great difference, won't it? Especially now it is getting a bit warmer, should I say. But it's quite a nice little town, this is. It's got a few roads with shops coming all off it. It's got a little square with restaurants and things like that to be explored, for a better word. I didn't expect to see the town very busy because they're obviously people down the beach, aren't they, sunbathing during the day. The town, the restaurants and things do normally pick up in the evening, don't they? So it would be a totally different story if we came back early evening. So I was saying, you have got this square in the centre of Cala D'or with all the restaurants, or a lot of them. As you can see, this is just where we're coming up to now. There's a lot of restaurants outside here, as you can imagine. Last time I came around here, it was so dead. Didn't see anybody at all last time I was around here. So it's definitely, as you can see here, this season and all the rest of it, all has definitely brought people out. I appreciate they're not, or most of them aren't British, but That's just the way it is at the moment, isn't it? Hopefully all that will change within the next few weeks. We'll see an influx of British tourists coming over. So nice to see cafe bars open with people having a drink, having a meal. All different ones. All different colours, different styles. Must be like the restaurant heaven of the area, mustn't it? It must be the right struggle for them though, mustn't it? With so few tourists around, so many restaurants. Wonder what my friend's thinking here. He's probably looking through his telescopes thinking, where are all the tourists? Been waiting for them to fill up my restaurants. Come on then, let's get going. Let's fill up these restaurants. Let's get it going. It's just so lovely to see what an effort they have made when they originally thought of the themes of the restaurants, haven't they? The pirates, all different things around here. It's a lovely thought out restaurant area, if you know what I mean. And it's so clean, and as I've said so many times, you can get around so easy in wheelchairs because the ground, the tiles are really really smooth. So that's a little restaurant, square, corner, whatever you'd like to call it, in there. We're going to have a look at some of the tourist shops now, see what else is on offer. Last time I was here, this little shop you can see in front of you, that was the only little cafe that was open. As I said, I was here just after Christmas, so sometime around there. Quite busy, isn't it? It's lots of people floating around, lots of cars, hardly a car parking space available. That's a good thing, isn't it, really, I think. So if you're like me, you always have a look at the town within the first few minutes if you like it or not. So these are, like I said, these are where the touristy type of shops are around here. Anything you need, you can sort of find it around this area, the cafes and different things. During the winter, we're doing lots of maintenance around here. This road here we're passing now, this was all dug up. And it was looking, I won't say dirty, it was dusty, if you know, everywhere you're looking was dust. But it's changed a lot since then, as you can imagine. So as you can see here, there's still a long way of it to go before it hits where it should hit this time of year with the holiday makers. So I've had a look around some of the side streets. Everywhere's got restaurants, little cafes and bars and things like that. Everywhere we've passed so far, it's only a few minutes walk to the beach, which is just on the right hand side. Got a nice selection of shops here. It seems to have a lot going for it, actually, to be honest, Cala D'or. There are truly a good amount of shops open. let's hope we can inject some of this positive feeling into the rest of the island. As I said, now we've got the green light, there's no reason why we shouldn't see the growth, is there? Well, I've just stopped off to buy an ice cream in this little shop here. I mean, to be honest with you, it's rude not to, isn't it? Cheers, everyone. And people have been asking me about where to get the COVID test before you go back to Britain. So, I mean, this is a place here that does it. A lot of them do it for about £30, €30 rather, and you get the results in a couple of hours delivered to your mobile. So it's ever so easy. So that's the town finish then. So we're going over to the Marina to have a little look, see what boats they've got in today. Like everywhere else, the bus service is absolutely marvellous around here. And it's cheap as chips as well. And we had a new bus fleet at the beginning of the year or the end of last year. So all the buses are really modern and clean and all that. So what more do you want out of a bus service? Cheapness, frequency and cleanliness. That would be my top three if I had to say something. So even the port, it's only a walking distance. Everywhere it's very, very close to each other around here. So if you are new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you. On my channel I've got about 250 give or take videos of the whole island with different things you might like to do as you're here. If it's cycling, walking, riding the car, walking the dog. You know, just about everything you can think of I do. So I've got loads of films for you to choose different areas, beaches, or whatever you fancy doing. So you can either walk around the road, which is quite a long way, but I'm going to take a shortcut for a better word. I'll turn to the left here, you find lots of steps as they go down to the marina itself. It takes a lot of the distance away, should I say. So I've said so many times here, the island is really small, isn't it? You know, being an island itself, obviously you have lots of ports around. So you do start recognising the names of some of these ships, don't you, or boats? Oh yeah. Some of these boats just blow your mind away, don't they? So whatever your dreamer boat is, you'll find it at one of these ports here. And perhaps some of you would rather have a car, like myself. Look at that Ferrari. And you don't actually realise how big this port is until you walk round it. From up the top of the road, actually look fairly small, but you see it every way when you're walking around. And of course, once you're down here, you always need refreshments, don't you? So I've got a good handful of restaurants to choose from as well. And some of these here, they're up for charter. As you can see here, these are all ready to be rented. I still like the old wooden ones. I think they have a character and things, don't they? It's something different. I love the new ones, don't get me wrong, but something about the older ones, isn't there? Even have jet skis here as well. They're normally good fun, aren't they? So if you are around here at all, I'd really recommend you having a look round the port. Got some beautiful villas or houses round here. It's ever so quiet round here. Hi, hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, I'd love you to give a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget my Facebook page, Lovely Life Mallorca. And I'll see you all in the next film. Take care, bye for now.